Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. Before we get to my special guest today, I want to introduce our pet of the week. We have Wayne. He is a dog at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. He's about 8 months old, and Wayne is full of life. So he is ready to go to a home. He's been fixed. He is a great dog with people. He's good with other dogs. I would imagine he wouldn't be great in a household with small children because he is so excited all the time. He might knock a small child over. But if you have got an active family, if you've got land, Wayne is your dog. So please come by to meet him at the animal shelter. We're there every Saturday walking dogs from 11 to 1. And of course, you can go by any day of the week. You can give the shelter a call and let them know that you're interested in Wayne or any of the other dogs at the shelter or cats. And you can come by, meet them, take them for a walk. There's also the opportunity to do a doggy day out. So if you want to take Wayne out for a day, for a couple of hours, you can get an idea of his personality. And then there's always the foster to adopt program. So that's where you can find a dog that you think would be a dog that you would like to bring into your family, and you can foster them to make sure that they fit in with your household and fit in with your other pets if you have any, with your family. And there's so many different opportunities foster-wise too. So we've been discussing that the last few weeks. You can do the foster to adopt like we just mentioned. You can foster an adult dog just to give them a chance to get out of the shelter, knowing that you're not necessarily going to adopt them permanently. You can foster puppies, and that's through the shelter or through the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. Now keep in mind, if you're fostering puppies, then all of the supplies are provided, and if you're fostering through the Feral Dogs of Avondale, then we definitely have a rescue planned for them. So there is an end in sight with the puppy fostering, because if you foster a whole litter of puppies, you start realizing how tough it is to have that many puppies around that you're having to take care of. But there are also unique situations. And so with the unique situations, that's why I wanted my special guest to come on today. I have Janine Patton here. She actually and her family, they fostered an adult dog from the shelter that had puppies in the shelter. So she came to the shelter as a heavily pregnant Mastiff, no less. That was a big dog. And Janine and her family decided that they wanted to give that mama dog an opportunity to have her puppies and give those puppies an opportunity to be in a quiet, safe atmosphere and less stressful atmosphere to raise some puppies. So we wanted her to come on and tell about her adventure with these dogs, because Janine, that was your first time fostering, right?
Absolutely, it was. And we weren't necessarily intending to do it, but we'd noticed there was a need at the animal shelter for some food. So we actually went to bring some food and walked through the kennels and noticed how amazing all of the dogs are. They're just sweet. And then we noticed Ms. Bernadette, and she was heavily pregnant. So we spent a few weeks walking her, getting to know her, trying to bond with her. And after she pupped, we thought, well, we can't just leave her here.
Yeah.
This is a lot of puppies.
And Bernadette was a dog that actually, we think she was dumped close to the shelter. I don't know if you know her story. One of the businesses in the industrial park around the shelter called the shelter and said, hey, one of your dogs got loose. And so the shelter went to pick her up, and it was not one of the dogs that got loose. It was, she was, I don't know if you met her when she first got there, but she was starving.
She was.
And so, you know, she had a tough go initially, but she had a bunch of puppies too. So you had 11 puppies at your house with Bernadette.
11 puppies,
Now,
yes ma'am.
let's talk, because this is the first time you ever fostered.
It was.
So let's talk about that journey, because we've been discussing the last few weeks how much we need fosters. So, you know, go back and watch some of the last ones. We've talked about puppy foster, we've talked about kitten foster, but we have people that have stepped up to help us, because we can't get these dogs to rescue without having fosters. So Janine, just give us a rundown of what it was like being that first time foster with a giant dog and 11 puppies.
It was a lot, but it was a really rewarding experience to be able to get them before their eyes were even open, before their ears were even open, and watch the milestones happen.
We've got some pictures of them as they got a little bigger here with the that you gave
They
me.
started growing such unique personalities, and they were so much fun. And being able to love on them and knowing that we were providing an amazing start for them to get them ready for their forever homes. It was really rewarding for us, and it was a lot of work, but watching them jump around and pop all over the place. And Bernadette kind of, can you please help me? I need a little support, and being able to offer that for her so she could rest was really
Yeah.
important for us. And at the same time, it just brought a lot of life into our house.
Absolutely. Well, we're so thankful for you and your family for doing that, because if you if you're ever able to foster a mama dog with the puppies, the shelter, even though they do a beautiful job, the shelter's no place for puppies to try to grow up.
Right.
Because, I mean, there's too many chances for disease. It's a stressful environment. So you gave her that quiet area and gave those puppies that great start
Yes.
to life, actually.
Yes, and you could see the life coming back into Bernadette also. She did get a lot of rest right at the beginning, and we tried to assist her in whatever way we could, because
Yeah.
11 puppies is a big struggle on mom too.
That is.
So she needed some proper food support and some time alone. So we were able to provide that, and the love too. It's not just about the puppies. Mom needed some of that as well.
Absolutely. Now, anything stand out with fostering? Anybody that's thinking about fostering, now keep in mind, we do not normally ask people to keep 11 puppies or a mama dog. Normally we have a litter of puppies. It might be 2, it might be 4, but all of our new fosters that have been contacting us, there've been a litter of 12 puppies that came to the shelter, separate from Bernadette, and these fosters are taking 2 apiece so that they can try it out and see what they think about it. So what would is there any advice you can give to anyone thinking about fostering or these new fosters?
Absolutely. I would say to be very patient, to love them. I think if you've never had a dog before, or if you're thinking about getting a dog, it's a really good opportunity to figure out what having a dog is about. It's a commitment.
Absolutely.
And taking care of them is very rewarding. Just be very patient with them. Know that they're going to need a regular schedule, but they'll respond very quickly with it, and they bond, and it's just this very sweet thing to get to experience.
And I always tell people that are thinking about fostering that you get to have all the puppy cuddles and the puppy love, but also know that you don't have to raise them and train them. You're just keeping them safe and healthy and well fed and ready to go to the transport. Although your family decided to keep one of the puppies.
We did. We did.
You do have a puppy to raise.
We do have a puppy to raise. Sometimes you just can't say no.
Well, again, we really appreciate everything you did. I mean, that was, you saved those puppies' lives, and they are actually going to a rescue in New Jersey and on the 30th of this month. So we're very excited that they have a place to go. Now, very quickly, we've got a couple more minutes. I also want to talk about the fact that you make jams.
I
so
do.
You're busy. You not only foster puppies, but you also have a product that you do, and you have some things that you make. So let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So when we first moved to Sylacauga, about just over a year ago, we had an orchard in our backyard. So I really wanted to utilize the product that we have and to be able to give back into the community, something that has already been growing in the community. So I pick everything and then use my garden as well to grow the additional products that I need for my jams, process it at home, even use my own compost. So everything is absolutely
Oh, that's
local to
great.
Sylacauga.
Now, how can people get access to you to get your jams, and what kind of jams do you typically have?
I have a Facebook. It's called Janine Jams. It's
Okay.
very easy to find. Or you can email me at janinejams10@gmail.com. And right now I try to use my local product, which is peaches, figs, and then I do a lot of hot pepper jellies.
Okay. Well, that sounds delicious. So
Thank you.
make sure, we always love to support the community in any way that we can. And so come out and support Janine, who has already supported the community quite a bit, to saving these puppies and
you.
helping Bernadette. So we appreciate you again, and thank you so much for coming on to talk about it. And Janine has mentioned she might be willing to foster again, so we might have you on for more foster stories in the
Absolutely.
future, because you guys were excellent fosters.
Thank you
and
so
we
much.
just I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Jonathan and I actually have those puppies right now, and it's a lot of work.
It is. It is.
Those 10 puppies are they're full of life,
And
they're
they're big
ready.
puppies, too.
They are. They're going to be quite big with a big mom like Bernadette.
Yes.
But make sure you to come out to walk the dogs at the shelter this weekend and come and meet Wayne. We'd love to find him a home for the holidays. So, or any of the other dogs there. But remember, Wayne is waiting for that home. And thank you so much for joining us for Pet Connect. We'll have Mayor Matt Hubbard on next.
out the sweets. Tinsel twinkles, they attack. Ornaments take quite the smack. Tree is well